Hi Lewis, great to see you up at the range the other day and do some further work on your game. Just a quick recap on the key points that we covered. I mean, first of all, we've got a situation here on the top left where the swing, I mean, this is actually after we pointed out how far right you were aligning yourself, and this is still aligned right of where you would be looking, if you will. But we had a situation where here we're maybe, I don't know, 20 yards right of your intended target. At the start of the session, the whole of the swing was aligned way over to the right. I mean, we were aiming some nearly 100 yards right, at setup. Now, you know, that in turn requires a hell of a lot of compensation if we're ever going to find the golf course. So what we're seeing here now is a player who has spent some time with everything aligned way to the right. Now, I've illustrated this. Imagine you're looking overhead at the arc of the swing. So when we swing in a circle, and that circle can be directed to the right, in line, or to the left. So we started the session aligned massively to the right, and you know, straighter hitter is going to be more aligned in the general direction where he would want to go, and then the guy who slices the golf ball is going to be aligned more to the left. Now, we can be a little bit of a right aimer, or we can point the swing a touch to the right and still get away with it, just as we can point the club a touch to the left and get away with it. What we can't afford to be is a huge right or a huge left aimer, because then we're just going to start to compensate during the golf swing and open up a big can of worms for ourselves. So we have to align the swing. This is not just about the club face and the feet. This is about the whole. Think of the golf swing as a machine. We were referring or relating to it like a gun, a kind of the best gun in the world. If I don't point it in your general direction, I'll never hit you. So think in terms of the direction in which the whole swing is pointing. Yours was pointing way too much to the right. And what that results in is a player who appears to take the club back way inside, will definitely shut the club face at the top. You can see there now, club face, grooves pointing skywards. Again, a way of preventing the ball going further right. Then as the player comes down, there's got to be a real violent clearing of the hips. You can see the right heel popping up really quick. We discussed that the hips at this point should be some 15 to 20 degrees open. We've got a situation here where they're nearly 45 degrees open. And then what we're also going to have then is a dramatic closing of the club face through the hitting area, again to help bring the ball back to the target. We can see, we just look at that club face. In fact, we'll come back to that later. What we've done there now is we've put a cane in the ground some 6 paces out in front of you. Now, for me, Lewis, you need to have this in the ground every time you practice, and you've got to feel like you're aiming just to the left of that cane. It's almost kidding yourself. You're almost policing your tendency to aim way right. You can see there now the alignment's much better. What we now have is a situation where we don't have to make the compensations we do. Now, on this instance, we still take it back a little bit too much inside, but not as much. We still get it shut at the top. We still clear the hips very quickly. We don't quite release the club face as much. We just stop it there. In the same position. This is about 3 shots in. And you look at the difference in club face rotation on those 2 shots. Now, we still miss that ball to the left. It's expected. I mean, we've been making up for an alignment that's 80 to 100 yards right, so that's not going to go away overnight. What we do need to do, however, is spend some time aligned in a more appropriate manner, so that we're now in a position to improve the club face condition at the top. We're now in a position to calm the hips down coming into the hitting area, and we're now in a position to start to reduce the rate of closure on the club face. So there's a good swing in there, Lewis, but unfortunately if we keep aiming it way right, we're never going to get the dividends from it. Now, what I'd suggest is, as we're saying with Nev, is a lesson a month. Get a lesson a month under your belt throughout the winter months, and take advantage of the good swing that's in there. Good luck with it, and look forward to working with you soon. Well done.